Welcome back to CoinX Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln Wheat Pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. We are talking about a small copper coin that many people ignore, but collectors never do. A coin that still hides in old drawers, piggy banks, and forgotten boxes. The Lincoln Wheat Penny from 1950 with no mint mark. At first look, it feels common, simple, and ordinary. But if you listen carefully, this coin carries a story that can turn a normal moment into something exciting for any coin lover. The 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny was made in the United States of America during a time when the country was rebuilding its strength after World War II. These pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why there is no mint mark under the date. Millions were produced, but not all survived in good condition. Over time, most were damaged, cleaned, or heavily worn, making high-quality examples far more difficult to find today. What makes this penny special is not just its age, but the details hidden in its design. On the front, we see Abraham Lincoln's strong portrait, a symbol of unity and freedom. On the back, the famous wheat ears represent America's agricultural roots. This wheat design was discontinued only a few years later, making every wheat penny more emotional and historic for collectors. Now here's where things get truly interesting. Some 1950 no-mint mark pennies were struck during moments when mint machines were not perfectly aligned. These small mistakes created rare errors that collectors search for very carefully. One of the most popular is the double die error, where parts of the date or letters appear doubled under magnification. Even slight doubling can increase interest dramatically. Another valuable feature is off-center strikes. When the blank planchet was not centered correctly, the design shifted. These coins look unusual and instantly grab attention. Some show part of the date missing, while others display empty copper space, making each error coin unique. Collectors also look closely for weak strikes, die cracks, and filled letters. A cracked die can leave raised lines across the coin, while grease-filled dies may cause missing details in words like liberty or in God we trust. These errors were never meant to leave the mint, which is why finding one today feels like discovering a hidden treasure. Condition plays a massive role as well. A heavily worn penny might only be worth face value, but one that still shows sharp wheat lines, clear lettering, and original color becomes far more desirable. Coins with red or red-brown surfaces are especially loved because copper naturally darkens over time. When bright color remains after more than 70 years, collectors pay attention. Many people don't realize that even common-date wheat pennies can become valuable if preserved correctly. That's why collectors examine coins under good light, avoid cleaning them, and store them safely. Cleaning a penny can destroy its value instantly, no matter how rare it might be. For coin lovers, this penny is not just about money. It's about history you can hold in your hand. It's about imagining where that coin traveled, who spent it, and how it survived decades to reach today. That emotional connection is what makes coin collecting so powerful. If you have old pennies at home, take a closer look. Check the date carefully. Look for that 1950 with no mint mark. Examine the letters, numbers, and edges slowly. Sometimes the most valuable discoveries happen when you least expect them. In today's real market, an average circulated 1950 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny is usually worth only a small amount, but examples in very fine to extremely fine condition can sell for several dollars. Uncirculated pieces with strong detail may reach values in the range of several tens of dollars. Rare error examples, depending on type and condition, have sold at auction for prices reaching into the hundreds of dollars. If you enjoy learning about hidden treasures, rare coins, and money that could be sitting right in your pocket, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another exciting coin story. Coin lovers, stay curious, keep searching, and I'll see you in the next video. Top 2. We are going to talk about a Lincoln Wheat Penny that many people confuse with one of the most famous coins in American history. But this one has its own identity, its own value, and its own story. The 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D mint mark. A coin that quietly entered circulation during a powerful time in American history and continues to attract collectors even today. This penny was struck in Denver, which is why the small letter D appears below the date. During the 1950s, the United States economy was growing fast, and billions of coins were needed for daily trade. While many 1955 pennies were produced, finding examples that survived with strong detail is far more difficult than most people realize. When you look closely at this coin, you'll notice the classic Lincoln portrait on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, the two wheat ears stand tall, representing hard work, growth, and stability. This wheat design was nearing the end of its era, making every 1955 wheat penny part of the final chapter of an iconic American coin series. What makes the 1955 D wheat penny exciting for collectors is not just its age, but the hidden varieties and mint errors that can transform an ordinary coin into a valuable one. Some coins were struck with weak pressure, causing missing or faded letters. Others show die cracks, where raised lines appear across the surface due to damaged mint dies. Collectors also search carefully for repunched mint marks. During this era, mint marks were added by hand. Sometimes the D was punched more than once, leaving a shadow or doubling effect. These small details can only be seen under magnification, but they can greatly increase collector interest. Another rare and exciting possibility is an off-center strike. When the blank planchet was not aligned correctly, part of the design shifted. Coins like these look unusual and instantly stand out. Even a slight off-center strike can turn a common penny into a collectible treasure. Many people hear about the famous 1955 double die penny and assume every 1955 coin is valuable. But the truth is that the double die variety came from Philadelphia, not Denver. That makes the 1955 D penny different, yet still important in its own way. Serious collectors love comparing these coins and understanding how minting differences created history. Condition plays a huge role in value. Most 1955 D pennies were heavily circulated. They passed through countless hands, pockets, and cash registers. Finding one today with sharp wheat lines, full lettering, and original color is becoming harder each year. Copper color matters deeply to collectors. Coins with natural red or red-brown surfaces are especially desirable. Once copper darkens or gets cleaned, the value can drop quickly. That's why experienced collectors never clean their coins, no matter how dirty they look. For coin lovers, this penny represents more than money. It represents time. It represents the journey of a nation and the everyday lives of people who used this coin more than 70 years ago. Holding it feels like touching history. If you have old wheat pennies at home, take your time and inspect them closely. Look at the date, the mint mark, the lettering, and the edges. Use a magnifying glass and good light. Sometimes the smallest detail can make the biggest difference in today's real coin market. A circulated 1955 D Lincoln wheat penny usually sells for a small premium over face value. Examples in very fine to extremely fine condition often trade for several dollars. Uncirculated coins with strong detail and original color can reach values of multiple tens of dollars. Rare error varieties, depending on condition and type, have achieved auction results reaching into the hundreds of dollars. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden values, and American history that fits in your hand, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Coin lovers, keep searching, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. Top 3. We are stepping into the final moment of an American coin legend. A small copper penny that marked the end of an era. The Lincoln Wheat Penny from 1958 with the D mint mark. This was not just another year of production. This coin represents the last chapter of the Wheat Penny series, making it deeply emotional and highly respected among collectors around the world. The 1958 D Wheat Penny was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when the United States was preparing for major changes in its coinage. The very next year, the wheat ears would disappear forever, replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. That simple fact alone makes this penny historically powerful. It was one of the last coins to carry the classic wheat reverse that Americans had used for nearly 50 years. When you look at this coin closely, you're not just seeing copper. You're seeing the end of tradition. The familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln stands proudly on the front, while the wheat ears on the back symbolize hard work, growth, and national strength. For collectors, owning a 1958 wheat penny feels like holding the final page of a long and important story. Millions of these pennies were produced, but survival is a different story. Most entered heavy circulation immediately. Over time, they were scratched, worn, darkened, and sometimes cleaned incorrectly. Finding examples today with strong detail, sharp wheat lines, and original color is far more difficult than people expect. What truly excites collectors are the hidden mint errors found on some 1958 D pennies. During the fast production process, mistakes happened. Some coins show die cracks, where raised lines appear across the surface. These cracks formed when mint dies were pushed beyond their lifespan. Other examples show weak strikes, especially on the wheat ears and Lincoln's hair. These coins tell the story of worn dies struggling to keep up with demand. There are also cases of off-center strikes, where the design shifted slightly, creating a dramatic and eye-catching appearance. Collectors also search for repunched mint marks. During this period, mint marks were still applied by hand. In some cases, the letter D was struck more than once, leaving doubling or shadow effects. These small details are easy to miss but extremely exciting when discovered. Color is another major factor. Copper naturally changes over time, so coins that remain bright red or red-brown are far more desirable. Many collectors dream of finding a 1958 D penny with original red surfaces untouched by cleaning. These coins are increasingly rare and highly respected in the market. For coin lovers, this penny is not just about rarity or value. It's about history frozen in metal. Imagine the final year when wheat pennies jingled in pockets across America. Children, shopkeepers, and families all used this same design without knowing it would soon disappear forever. That sense of goodbye is what makes the 1958 D wheat penny so special. It reminds collectors that even everyday objects can become legends with time. If you have old pennies at home, take a moment and look carefully. Check the date. Look for that 1958 and the small D mint mark. Use good light and magnification. Sometimes the most valuable discoveries come from coins that have been ignored for decades. In today's real coin market, circulated 1958 D Lincoln wheat pennies usually sell for a small premium above face value. Examples in very fine to extremely fine condition often reach several dollars. Uncirculated coins with strong detail and original red color can sell for values in the range of multiple tens of dollars. Rare mint error examples, depending on their type and preservation, have reached auction prices climbing into the hundreds of dollars. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden treasures, and pieces of American history that still exist today, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Coin lovers, keep searching, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video. Top 4. What if the most ignored coin in America turned out to be the one that could change everything? A penny so ordinary that people drop it, lose it, or leave it behind without a second thought. Now imagine discovering that this exact penny could secretly be worth more than a luxury car, more than land, more than years of savings. Today, you're about to hear the truth about the Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1992 with no mint mark, a coin hiding serious money in plain sight. This penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and at that time, Philadelphia coins carried no mint mark. Millions were released into circulation, flooding pockets, cash registers, and coin jars across the country. But 1992 was a risky year inside the mint. Equipment was aging, dies were overused, and production speed mattered more than perfection. That environment allowed rare and valuable mistakes to slip through unnoticed. Collectors are obsessed with this coin for one powerful reason: errors. Some 1992 no-mint mark pennies show double die features where the date, the word liberty, or the phrase "in God we trust" appears doubled or thickened. On strong examples, the doubling is bold enough to see with the naked eye. These coins instantly stand out to trained collectors and never stay unsold for long. Another major prize is the close and wide lettering varieties, where spacing differences in the design create scarcity. Add to that dramatic die cracks running through Lincoln's portrait or across the lettering, and suddenly a simple penny becomes a unique collectible. Off-center strikes are also highly desirable, where part of the design is missing because the coin was struck incorrectly. Each off-center example is one of a kind. The metal itself adds another layer of excitement. 1992 pennies were copper-plated zinc, and plating problems were common. Some coins show peeling copper, exposed zinc, bubbling surfaces, or streaked finishes. These flaws were created at the mint, not after circulation, and collectors know the difference. A missing or defective plating error can multiply value instantly. Condition separates pocket change from real money. A worn 1992 penny is worth almost nothing. But a perfectly preserved example with full original shine, sharp details, clean surfaces, and no wear becomes highly desirable. When such a coin is professionally certified, collector confidence rises and competition follows. Add a rare error to that condition, and bidding can become intense. What makes this penny even more exciting is that it is still out there today. It's hiding in old jars, inherited collections, forgotten drawers, bank rolls, and childhood savings. People unknowingly spend valuable examples every single day, never realizing what they just gave away. Collectors love this coin because it represents everything they chase: modern rarity, mint mistakes, history, and the thrill of discovery. It proves that you don't need gold, silver, or ancient coins to find something special. Sometimes the smallest coin carries the biggest surprise. Now let's talk about real money, not exaggeration, not rumors. Verified market results show that high-grade 1992 no-mint Mark Lincoln pennies with strong mint errors have sold for amounts ranging from several $100s to several $1,000s. Exceptional certified examples with rare double dies or dramatic mint errors have reached values equal to the price of a new luxury car, and in rare cases even higher, depending on condition, rarity, and collector demand. So before you ignore that penny, before you throw it aside, take a closer look. Because the next life-changing coin might already be in your hands. If you love hidden money, rare coins, and real collector secrets, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. More unbelievable coins are coming, and you don't want to miss the next one. Top 5. What if I told you that a penny from the 1974, a coin so small people step over it on the street, could secretly be worth more than a brand new car, more than years of savings, more than anything you would ever expect from 1 cent? Most people never look twice at it, but collectors do. And today, you're about to discover why the Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1974 with the D-Mint mark is one of the most quietly hunted coins in America. This penny was struck at the Denver Mint, and millions were released into circulation. On the surface, that sounds ordinary. But behind the scenes, the U.S. Mint was under pressure. Machines were running nonstop, dies were pushed far beyond their limits, and quality control slipped. That is exactly how rare and valuable errors are born. Collectors search this coin carefully for double die errors. On some 1974 D pennies, the date, the word liberty, and the phrase "in God we trust" show strong doubling. In the best examples, this doubling is bold and clear, not flat or blurry. These coins instantly stand out, and once discovered, they rarely return to the open market. Another major prize is dramatic die cracks and die breaks. Some coins show thick, raised lines cutting through Lincoln's face or stretching across the lettering like lightning frozen in metal. Each cracked die coin is unique, and uniqueness drives collector demand higher. The more dramatic the crack, the stronger the bidding. Off-center strikes are also heavily collected. Some 1974 D pennies were struck so far off-center that part of the design is missing completely. Broad strikes with no visible rim, clipped planchets where metal is missing from the edge, and coins struck on improperly prepared blanks are all known from this year. These are mint-made mistakes, not damage, and collectors pay serious money for them. Metal errors add another layer of excitement. 1974 pennies were struck in solid copper, unlike later zinc issues. That makes weight errors, thickness variations, and wrong planchet strikes even more valuable. A copper penny struck on the wrong blank instantly becomes a high-end collectible. Condition changes everything. A worn 1974 D penny is still just a penny, but a flawless example with full red copper color, sharp details, original mint luster, and nowhere becomes something entirely different. When such a coin is professionally certified, collector confidence skyrockets. Combine that condition with a rare error, and bidding becomes aggressive. What makes this coin especially exciting is that it is still being found today. It's not locked away in museums or private vaults. It's hiding in old jars, inherited collections, forgotten drawers, and bank rolls. People unknowingly spend valuable examples every single day, Collectors love this penny because it represents real treasure hiding in plain sight. Proves that valuable coins don't always look special. Sometimes, the most powerful finds are the ones everyone else ignores. Now let's talk about real money, not hype or fake headlines. Verified auction results show that high-grade 1974 D Lincoln pennies with strong mint errors have sold for amounts ranging from several $100s to several $1,000s. Exceptional certified examples with rare double dies, dramatic die breaks, or major strike errors have reached values equal to a new luxury car, and in rare cases even more, depending on rarity and demand. So before you toss that penny aside, before you ignore it, take a closer look. Because the next life-changing coin might already be in your hands. If you love hidden money, rare coins, and real collector secrets, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. More unbelievable coins are coming, and you don't want to miss the next one.